Hello, hello, Pete's Packs here, and we've got a very special throwback here today. This is the Throne of Eldraine, I believe, Mythic Edition set. This was a special edition thing that they came out with when Throne of Eldraine was released. It was only through, I think, Hasbro Pulse. And I'm pretty sure it was restricted to one per household. I don't entirely remember. I do remember it was very expensive. And it had like this really crazy setup to it. It's nice. Wizards of the Coast. Little envelope. Oh, it's already split open. We hope this product brings you joy every time you think about it, shuffle it, show it off, destroy your opponent with it, or recover it in the bottom of your closet. It's people like you who make Magic awesome, and we appreciate you entrusting us with such a special purchase. If you have any issues, do not hesitate to contact us so we can make things right. Sincerely, Wizards of the Coast. That's a thank you for purchasing this Magic the Gathering product. Nice heavy paper. Oh, yeah, that's what it looks like. Nice embossed kind of thing. In there. Now there was a special code that came with this. We did open these to get the codes out when these first came out. So that's why this is already cut open. This is the Throne of Eldraine, I believe Mythic Edition. That's what it was called. It's got this beautiful embossed design on one end. Then on the back side, you've got this embossed fairy tale kind of design thing going on. And it's relatively heavy. You can see they actually packed it well, which is unusual for Magic products. Normally the packing is pretty terrible. But this was one that they really went all out for. I know there was a whole big hoopla about this. I remember they were very expensive. Like they were $300 or $400 at the time. Okay. Let's get the box over here. But I did end up with two of these at one point. I had one for myself and one for my partner. But this is a magnetic closure. Let's see, there's that thing. And there's a special thing here with art. Is this stuck on? Is that actually attached? It is. You've got this little folio in here. I believe has art. Yeah, so it's got nice piece of art of Garrick, and then a partial uncut sheet. And as you can see, these actual Magic cards. This is what an uncut sheet of Magic looks like. Well, part of an uncut sheet. Normally, it would be made up of, I believe, 12 of these. Might be a little more. But we've got Lochmere Serpent, Return of the Wild Speaker, Ironcrag Pyromancer, the Magic Mirror, Wicked Wolf, Opportunistic Dragon, Castle Lochthwain, Ayara, First of Lochthwain, and Dance of the Manse, which is one of my favorite cards of the set, so happy about that. Putting that back in here so they don't get damaged. And there's this. Which is a special edition binder that only came in this. Which obviously never ended up using, but it is so pretty. It's got it in that. I know it shows up blue on camera, but it's actually a nice purple. There we go. That's more like the actual tone. It has the nice embossed kind of thorns behind it. So unfortunately, it is a 9-top binder. If it had been a 12-top or 16-top, I would be putting Throne of Eldraine in it. But it is a 9-top. And we'll close that back up. And there is a false bottom underneath. Okay. Yeah, just had to flip the code over. But there's a little false bottom thing here. And then you have a borderless Garrick Cursed Huntsman, a non-foil Kenrith Returned King, which Kenrith was a buy box promo, and it was only available as a foil. And it was good enough that people wanted to actually play him in tournaments, and they were getting deck checked and called for marked cards because of the curling of the foils. So they printed a non-foil version of him to get it into circulation. Let's see if we can get the doc cam to show this. We have, I believe, 16 collector's boosters, which we will be opening in this video. And the rest I will be putting back. One thing I did was I flipped over my code just in case I hadn't used this one. This whole thing comes out. Yeah, it is 16 collector boosters. And then a really cool Garrick and Kenrith. So I'm going to swap this around. I'm going to put the binder back in. We're going to make that the bottom layer. The Wizards thank you card in there. Close that up. It's still so cool. All right. Adjust our camera so it's not over the place. Let's see, the code that came with this unlocked a digital Throne of Eldraine card sleeve, as well as a copy and card style for each of the following. Garrett Cursed Huntsman, Charming Prince, The Magic Mirror, Witch's Vengeance, Bone Crusher Giant, and Questing Beast. Now, something kind of funny about this is these cards did just ship naked in the in this. We're going to put them in perfect fits, just in case. Grab 2 perfect fits. Yeah. Or Kenrith. And even in the perfect fit, they do go back into place. So that's good. Oh, and the borderless Garrick is actually a foil. Did not notice that. Our code. Let's get into these collector boosters. Going to in. Actually, we're going to start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Go that way. So, pack 1. This is equivalent to 1 1/3 collector's booster boxes. Let's rebalance. We got Barrow Witches, Wolf's Quarry, Knight of the Keep, Storybook Reaper of Night foil. Very nice. Dwarven Mine foil. Nice. It's actually played in creativity combo. So we'll put that off to the side. Witching Well, Crashing Drawbridge, Claim the Firstborn, Cauldron Familiar. Nice. We get a Storybook Bone Crusher Giant. Very nice. And another Storybook Reaper of Night. Along with an Ardenvale Tactician. We get a Gluttonous Troll. And a Borderless Torbrand, Thane of Redfell. Very nice. And a Foil Castle Ardenvale. With Bear token. Let's see, is this double-sided token? Yeah, it's bear and a food. Very nice. All right, now for our second pack. Of Wicked Guardian, Witch's Cottage, Curious Pair, Merfolk Secret Keeper Storybook foil, Barge In, Queen of Ice, Bake into a Pie, Enchanted Carriage, Sirkara the Bold, Animating Fairy Storybook version. Nice. Merfolk Secret Keeper Storybook version. Silver Flame Squire Storybook. Oko the Trickster. This was from the Oko Commander deck, I believe, or Brawl deck. Maybe just Planeswalker deck. And we have Hushbringer Borderless. Very nice. And Harmonious Archon. Foil Mythic. We have a Night token. It's also a food token. All right, pack 3. This one's backwards. Foil Wishful Merfolk. Foil Storybook Ardenvale Tactician. Fell the Pheasant. Ardenvale Paladin. Bloodhaze Wolverine. Run Away Together. Barrow Witches. Righteousness. Sir Eleonora, the Discerning. Realm Cloaked Giant Storybook version. Very nice. That with our rares. Smitten Swordmaster, Storybook. Rosethorn Acolyte, Storybook. Garrison Griffin. This was from one of the commander decks. We have Return of the Wild Speaker, borderless foil. Or borderless regular, actually. And a foil Storybook Murderous Rider. And a mouse food token. Alright, pack 4. We have Return to Nature, foil. Toonvale Tree Folk, Storybook foil. Gingerbread Cabin. Opt. Nice opt there. Curious Pair, Storybook foil. Toonvale Tree Folk, foil. Flutterfox. Revenge of Ravens. Shepherd of the Flock, Storybook foil. Regular Storybook Shepherd of the Flock. Hypnotic Sprite Storybook. Garenbrig Carver Storybook. Bane Hydra. Let's see. Borderless Fires of Invention. Very nice. Then a foil Storybook Giant Killer. Nice. Then a Knight food token. Alright, pack 5. Need to move these over just a little bit, so I don't keep bumping them with my arm. Also need to shift the camera ever so slightly. There we go. Alright, pack 5. Yeah, Charmed Sleep. Gingerbrute. Foil. That is back in standard. I'm going to pull that. I can play with it. Actually, to make the stack of pull because I want to play with that card in a deck right now to right here. Ogre Errant. Bartered Cow. Foil Storybook Rosethorn Acolyte. Steel Glaze Griffin. Or Steel Gaze Griffin, the glaze. Brimstone Trebuchet. Resolute Rider. Foil Storybook Beanstalk Giant. Hypnotic Sprite. Storybook. Garenbrig Carver Storybook. Fairy Godmother Storybook. Rowan Fearless Spark Mage, which I believe is also from the Planeswalker deck. And a Borderless Castle Embereth. Very nice. Foil Lovestruck Beast. Hey, and a dwarf token. Go along with our foil Dwarven Mine. That's also a food. All right. Pack 6. Right. We have Bloodhaze Wolverine. Foil. Runaway Together. Barrow Witches. Wolf's Quarry. The Three Little Piggies. Knight of the Keep. Reaper of Night, Storybook Foil. Foil Dwarven Mine, number 2. Very nice. Resolute Rider. Storybook Foil Beanstalk Giant. Curious Pair, Storybook version. Merchant of the Veil, Storybook. Ardenvale Tactician, Storybook. We have Banish and Fable, which is from the Planeswalker deck. Borderless Doom Foretold, very nice. We have foil Oathsworn Giant or Oathsworn Knight, and a boar token. It's also a food. So when it dies, you flip it over into a food. All right, pack 7. I wonder if we'll get a full playset of foil Dwarven Mines. That'd be nice. Moonlit Scavengers. Foil Storybook Rimrock Knight. Reaper of the Night foil. Tall as Beanstalk foil. Shining Armor foil. Seven Dwarves foil. Mantle of Tides foil. Inquisitive Puppet. Thunderous Snapper. We have Embereth Shieldbreaker, which just has one of the strangest arts. Know why, it always felt like the art was incomplete on that. Storybook Beanstalk Giant. Storybook Lonesome Unicorn. We have Bramblefort Fink, the Planeswalker deck. And Witch's Vengeance. We have foil Doom Foretold. And a human token to go along with our beast. Lovestruck Beast. All right, pack 8. This is the halfway point. We have Fierce Witch Stalker. Ardenvale Tactician. Blow Your House Down. It's a big bad wolf. So tiny. Eye Collector. Merchant of the Vale foil storybook. Lonesome Unicorn foil. Mystical Dispute foil. Very nice. That was Once and Future. Hey, storybook Brazen Borrower. Very nice. One of my favorite cards from the set. Queen of Ice storybook. Lonesome Unicorn storybook. Oko's Hospitality from the Planeswalker deck. We have a Borderless Worthy Knight. A foil Circle of Loyalty. And a fairy token. It's also food. All right, halfway through. All right, pack 9. Foil Rosethorn Acolyte. Fairy Godmother. Or Guide Mother, rather. Foreboding Fruit. Unexplained Vision. Embereth Paladin. Savvy Hunter. Shepherd of the Flock. Epic Downfall. Improbable Alliance. We have a Storybook Fairy Guide Mother. Storybook Reaper of Night. Storybook Rosethorn Acolyte. We have Tome of Legends. Yorvo, Lord of Garenbrig. Castle Garenbrig, foil. Nice. And another fairy token. All right, pack 10. It'd be really cool if we had like a Great Henge or something. We have Opt. It's foil Opt there. Foil Storybook Curious Pair. Very nice. Toonvale Treefolk. Flutterfox. Redcap Raiders. Foil Storybook Beanstalk Giant. I believe that's our third one. All That Glitters. Very nice. That's inside. Belle of the Ball. Or Belle of the Brawl, rather. Animating Fairy. Shepherd of the Flock Storybook. Merfolk Secret Keeper Storybook. Silver Flame Esquire Storybook. Rowan's Battle Guard. We have Fabro Elder Borderless. Right. Then we have Foil Worthy Knight. And another mouse token. All right, pack of 11s. We have Charmed Sleep. Ginger Brute, another one. That's our second Ginger Brute. Ogre Errant. Bartered Cow. Storybook Foil Rosethorn Acolyte. Steelgaze Griffin. Sir Alan, the Lion's Claw. Frogify. Savvy Hunter. Beanstalk Giant Storybook. Order of Midnight Storybook, which is one of my favorite arts in the whole set. Lonesome Unicorn Storybook. I have Taste of Death. We have Borderless Stonecoil Serpent. Very nice. And another foil-worthy knight. And the wolf that goes along with Garrick. Foil. Very nice. With a food token on the back. All right, Dirty Dozen, pack 12. We have Crystal Slipper. Garenbrig Paladin. Prized Griffin. Lash of Thorns. Foil Storybook Queen of Ice. Raging Redcap. Sir Eleonora the Discerning. Inquisitive Puppet. Thunderous Snapper. Storybook Foulmire Knight. Storybook Rosethorn Acolyte. And Merfolk Secret Keeper. We get Chulainn, Teller of Tales. Very nice. And a Borderless Charming Prince. Nice. Another foil Castle Garenbrig. I can't remember. Is Castle Garenbrig still played in Mono Green Devotion? I know it was at one point, but I don't remember. And foil human token. It's also a food token on the back. All right, Lucky 13. We have Trapped in the Tower. Lost Legion. Weaselback Redcap. Mystic Sanctuary. Very nice. Memory Thief. Or Theft. Theft. Sporecap Spider. Shepherd of the Flock. Epic Downfall. Improbable Alliance. Giant Killer Storybook version. Very nice. Fae of Wishes Storybook version. Nice. And Garenbrig Carver with Garrison Griffin from the Planeswalker deck. Borderless Clackbridge Troll. And foil Emery, Lurker of the Law. Very nice. Get a rat token with a food on the back. That was a great pack. Lucky 13 indeed. Right, pack 14. Scorching Dragonfire. Very nice. Garenbrig Carver. Lochthwain Gargoyle. Insatiable Appetite. Trapped in the Tower. Those don't go in that stack. Trapped in the Tower. Lost Legion. Foil Storybook Hypnotic Sprite. It's really pretty. Covetous Urge. Claim the Firstborn. Fairy Guide Mother. Storybook. Merfolk Secret Keeper Storybook. Curious Pair Storybook. We get a Steelbane Hydra. Borderless Emery Lurker of the Law. Very nice. A foil Wishclaw Talisman. Nice. With a 7/7 giant token. Also foil. With food. I don't understand the curly bananas. I've never seen curly bananas like that. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Unless that's what Fey bananas look like, in which case I have questions. All right. Pack 15. Last two. Merrily Rider. Prophet of the Peak. True Love's Kiss. Malevolent Noble. Moonlit Scavengers. Foil Storybook Rimrock Knight. Kenrith's Transformation. Foil. Very nice. Shambling Suit. Animating Fairy Storybook Foil. That's pretty. Occam Ranger Storybook. Shepherd of the Flock Storybook. Silverflame Squire Storybook. Rowan Fearless Spark Mage from the Planeswalker decks. We have Return of the Wild Speaker Borderless. And Lochmere Serpent foil. Very nice. And we have foil bear token. The food. Actually need that to the side. And last but not least, pack 16. We have Roving Keep, Outmuscle, Youthful Knight, Silverflame Squire, Fling. Surprised it's the first Fling we've seen. Mistford River Turtle, Shepherd of the Flock, Epic Downfall. Got 3 of those, I believe. Improbable Alliance. We've got at least 3 of those as well. Queen of Ice, Storybook. To Unveil Treefolk, Storybook. Rock Knight, Storybook. We have Banish into Fable, I believe number 2. Then a Borderless Fires of Invention, very nice. And a foil Acclaimed Contender with a Knight token. That is also a food. We'll bring back our 2 promos. Very nice. All right. Well, thank you for joining me on this adventure, going through the Throne of Eldraine Mythic Edition. It's been a great throwback, and I'm glad I got to share this. This is a really cool product that I wish they kept doing. Like, I know Wizards has been trying to drum up sales and get things, to go better for them. And I think if they did more things like this and less just pumping out trash, things would be going a lot better. But yeah, I appreciate the effort that goes into designing these Mythic Editions a lot more than the lack of effort that's gone into a lot of the sets more recently, and a lot of the just constant reprint products and direct to format products. That's just me, I guess. So, yeah. As always, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff to help out with the algorithm. And until next time, stay awesome. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.